Hi everyone, I have a little haul from scrapbook.com. I think I initially was drawn to their site because they had a 10% off everything. However, by the time I checked out, I didn't get 10% off everything, but I did get some bargains. These were not necessarily cheaper, but Woodware is out of business, so and a lot of their stamps are already discontinued. So I got these because I like their little gnomies and people. This one looks so familiar. I hope I didn't buy it a second time. I might have. If I did and I find out I did, I'll give one away or destash it. I have to do so many destashes. So this one is Happiness is Holding a Bird. I just really like birds. That would be me and my daughter now too. So little bird houses and little birds. And even the gnomey tree, the tree that's a gnome under it, has birds on it all over, and little caterpillar or worm or something. Really cute. And then this one is a butterfly. And now these have names. I know they do. This one is called, it doesn't say. Oh yes, this one's called Bird Watching. This one is called Hopping Gnome. I am pretty sure I have that. Shoot. You Are Like Sunshine on a Rainy Day and Best Wishes. This one is called Butterfly Norma. Isn't that cute? So, and I love butterflies, so, and Best Wishes up there. So just really cute. So those are the first things, and those were, I think, $9.29 each, but they're really good quality clear stamps. $9.29. They're made, I'm sorry to hear them going out of business. They're nice and thick. Can you see? A lot of the ones you get from those other places are not. They're very thin, and they don't always stamp well. So then I got some dies. These were on sale. Scrapbook.com, all their brand stuff was, oh, I think at that time was on sale. These were $21.99, but I think they're regularly, I can't remember how much. They don't have the original price on here. But I remember when I went my card, it was like a good sale. And I love getting nesting dies because you can make, I'm showing this on another video, but I had cut this one out in black and then I realized it was too big. So I used this one to cut it, and you can do that and make little frames with nesting dies. So now I can again cut the small one out, maybe in a white, and put these around as a frame. So, or whatever color. So love these. I didn't have that shape of a circle, and there's a lot of them. There's 11 dies in here. So I thought that was a good deal. And here it shows you different variations on it. So yeah, loving those. And then I got these, who are these by Pink Fresh Studio? Yes, Pink Fresh Studio Essentials Collection dies. These are braided circles. And I had meant to get these a while back because I seem to recall that if you use one of them, two of them together, maybe it makes like a dinner plate design, because this one doesn't cut out, it just cuts the design. And I think, yeah, and this one too. So if you use this outer circle cuts the circle, and then this or this, or both of them together, cut a design. This just cuts a design also, and this. So these two together and these two together give you a braided circles. There you can see. So you can just use it on paper for design, and cut a smaller circle out, or you can. This has them all, but all except for the inner cutting one done here. So lots of options, but I know I saw somebody cut out just this smaller one and they used it like a dinner plate for a picnic kind of thing to have food on. So I had had them in my um, wish list basket, save for later kind of thing, and I didn't buy them at that time, and I thought I'm just going to go ahead and get them. So anyway, Then I got a stencil. This is also scrapbook.com, and it was $7.99. I think that was on sale too. I don't remember what they usually are, but it is string lights, and I didn't have a stencil. That doesn't really show you. I didn't have a stencil like that. So, but I was digging through my embossing folders earlier today, and I found I have an embossing folder that will actually work with this really well. Let me get a piece of cardstock so you can see it better. There. Isn't that pretty? And then I saw some card examples where you can put it like this, and it makes a nice mixed media look. You know, you just put some background markings on your designs. So I really like that. I think I'll get a lot of use out of it, both for cards and for like mixed media kind of projects. Assuming I remember I have it. All right, I'll put that back in later. And then the next thing I got, I'm going to show you this first because I originally was looking just to buy this and I had it in my cart. They're nested octagons. So I was looking around at something else. Again, these are nested, right? No, they don't have a picture on this one. Um, but what I found was they were included in with an SBC, I guess that's scrapbook.com, Fest, September 2024 Class Essentials with Christy Marcotte. And what came in with that is also that and this, which that does have pictures, which makes this, and this, which makes this little bear, and this. Um, 5 sheets of each pattern, 40 sheets. These are really pretty papers, and they are double-sided, and some of them are solid or just non-floral prints on the reverse that you can use. See, that's almost like that's not a solid, but it has a pretty design on it that's a neutral. I think this paper is pretty. And then this one has little tiny, almost like old wallpaper, right? And that, I love these blues. And then this color is sort of, what could I equate that to? Sort of a light cinnamon color. And then this. That'll be nice for fall, which I think this was obviously fall. And here you have all the colors in a stripe and some polka dots you could use for anything. And then a darker green with this floral, which is a nice fall floral. And then this one, all over little print of flowers, like tulips almost, and a check. And then a real pale yellow, again, it's like almost like a chicken wire design. And this print, which actually wasn't there that pattern on the back. I don't know. I thought maybe this, hang on. No, yeah, I was thinking of that. It's a little different. Okay, so anyway, really pretty papers. I'm happy to have those. Will I use this? I don't know. I'll use the hugs. I like the hugs. I'm not too good at paper piecing, so it's good that, well, I don't know if I'm not good at it. I just don't have the patience. So, but you can use this designer paper for some of the designs. See, they do have leaves and stuff. So this was definitely, this is SBC Shapes 82. SBC Shapes 67. I don't know if you can get these separately. I also don't know, this is called Bear Hugs and this one's called Fall Treats. I also don't know if they have stamps to go with them. I'm not sure because I didn't look up SBC Fest 2020 September 24. I mostly got it for that, and then I saw that this would come with it too. And I thought this whole thing, this would have been $21.99 by itself, but all this together was $29.99. So for $8 more, I got those 3 additional things. That was worth it to me. So anyway, yes, $29.99 for all of that. And then I got 3 free gifts. Oh, wait, before I show you them, I did also buy their mint tape, and I selected the 3 packs of 3 different I got 2 of them, but they have them in just 1/4 inch, just 1/2 inch, 3 packs of each, or just 1 inch, 3 packs of each, but I got 2 3-packs of the variety of 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1 inch. I love their mint tape. It is very much like Post-it tape, which I got off Amazon. Low tack, very low tack, does not tear my paper. I tried washi tape before, and I tried the purple masking tape that painters use, but once I ran it through the die cutting machine and tried to pull it off, it would oftentimes tear my paper. These do not. And the only difference between this is there's different sizes and it's prettier color. I like the mint. This is starting to get low and it's my last one, so that's why I got those, and I got 2, so it'll last me a good long while. And then I got 3 free gifts, and I'll just bring them all up. Now I have a magic mat, but in the past they've been, in fact I have 2, uh, they have been in black, and you'll see mine is well loved, and on their website they say you may experience warping. I have not ever had it warp. I do have to clean it because when the dyes kind of dig in, the paper leaves marks, and you can see it's well loved. I need to thoroughly wash it and dry it, and then I can use this one in the meantime. I'll bet all that stuff, well, it might show up on there. I don't know. So anyway, I got a new magic mat. See, warping is normal. So this is for your die cutting machine. I have it right now in my Stampin' Up! Machine, but I'm sure it will work in like a Sizzix Big Shot or whatever. They actually have a chart on their website that shows you which machines it'll work with. I think they used to. And then this, I saw someone make a card with this, and I didn't get all the other stuff. It's called A2 Card Dies. Hello? Somebody just recently did a video showing a card. I think she did like a mixed media background, or you could just use pretty paper in the background, and then this will cut a frame and the hello out, and you can leave it together like it would be like this on your card. Or you can just snip the hello off and use the frame for something that, after you die cut it. So this will fit in A2, or supposed to. Yeah, it cuts exactly A2 size. So it'll fill the whole card front. Then you can have your paper under it, and you could bump this up actually. And yeah, you could even make it a shaker. Have this on top the shaker film and make the whole front a shaker if you wanted to. So that was free, and I didn't ever have this before. This is Simon Hurley's Astro Paste. I believe it's Simon Hurley. I think, right? Hang on. Yes, Ranger Ink Simon Hurley Astro Paste. Clear Skies is the color. It's a 1-ounce jar. Hang on. Let's just open it and take a look at it, because I don't know what's the difference between this and any other paste. I'm not sure. Kind of out of the loop on this stuff, but I thought this would be fun in mixed media, and I love the color. Okay, it's very shiny. Nice and like moist feel to it. Yeah. It looks a little thinner than like a texture paste, but I think you could use it in a similar way. To find a paper towel in my trash bin that I had used earlier. This is how Deb gets messy. So I'm going to leave that out on my desk and try and use that pretty soon. Actually, I was playing around with a stencil and that color would go really good. So I might have to get that stencil back out and do some more with that and that. So, and that stencil is called, I think, Linked Together. It's a Stampin' Up stencil, and I think it's still available. It might be in last chance. There are 5 stencils in here that layer. I only used 3 of them on here, and I got this flower thing a little bit off. I must have moved it a little bit. So anyway, I'll play around with that more, maybe with you soon. So that's my little scrapbook.com haul. My 3 woodware stamps. Now I need to check that. And also the SBC kit that came with this, the nested octagons, which I love. And this, that's what came with that. And then I've already used these. So if you watch my hashtag sticker Saturday, you'll see where I use these. They came today around, I don't know, 10:50 or something while I was crafting, and I was looking for circles, and oh, there they are. I have other circles, but I don't have any like that. So let me put this stencil back in here. Yeah, and this string lights. That'll be nice for the holidays, but also just like I said, for mixed media to put little lines and dots on stuff. So I hope you enjoyed, and I don't know, I guess I'll be talking to you again on Sunday at 11 a.m. Talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.